My name's John Davison and I'm Head of Art at Parsons School. I think the project has allowed us to take students off-site into a gallery and to examine work closely and also then apply that to their own work, and I think that's been fantastic for all the students, and I think they've got an awful lot from actually seeing that work and then learning new techniques which they can then apply to that identity project.
I think this might help my identity project because we've worked on identity and I've also seen my friends around me focus on their identity, which also reflects onto mine a bit, so I feel like we've all come together to realise who we are as people, which can go towards our GCSE work.
When you're asked to portray your identity into a piece of work, it kind of works to clarify what that kind of means, and I think I've not learned, but I've shown in my work how much people really mean to me, because I've incorporated a lot of people that are really important in my life, whether that be influences from music, TV, my family, my friends. But yeah, so that means a lot to me because I'm obviously quite a creative person. And so yeah, I've just that's part of my identity that I've really emphasised in my work.
So the people are working on the theme of identity, which is part of their GCSE project. And it's looking at how objects are important and the role of themselves in society. So Durer obviously looked at himself and did prints about people in society at the time in Nuremberg, and he produced them in their finery and their best clothing, and lots of the students didn't look at fashion, strangely enough.
I found his work interesting because of how he could fit, I think, 13 lines in a space of a millimetre, which was really interesting that someone could be so precise, especially in his times, because we've not seen anyone do that now, so it was really cool.
My name's Hazel Riley. I teach art and photography at Parswood High School. As part of our GCSE coursework, we've been looking at identity, so they've been exploring things that are important to them, things that explain to everybody else who they are. So coming here and also looking at identity, it's just made them think about it in a completely different way. They've thought more about how objects can relate to who they are and the importance that having an object with them in a portrait has for other people looking at the picture.
It's giving us an insight to what we need to improve on the future. So our techniques and methods, we can use that in school.
A really unique
and
special.
The historic pieces, we've seen how the frame of a frame, I've learned that and stuff like that.
What you said? Yeah. My name is Andrew Brooks. I'm a photographer and digital artist. I've really enjoyed working with students over 4 whole weeks, seeing how their work's developed, seeing how they've responded to the exhibition. It's been really interesting. I usually work in just single weeks, so it's good to see their confidence develop and their ideas, and because this project's all about identity, slowly more and more of the identity became part of the work through conversations and just looking at what they bring in each week, so it's really nice to have that extra time just to let all that stew and happen.
I think the best thing for us was getting the students out of the classroom to a gallery to see such an amazing artist as Durer and actually then apply that to their own work. I think that's what we got most from the project.
I mean, it goes on your CV, doesn't it? So you gets put on your CV that you worked with real artists, and that's something that's that will look really good to a college, because you've worked with people who know what they're doing, and you've worked you've done it, and if our work does go up at the Whitworth colleges. Yeah, exactly, right? It'll be great, it'll go on your CV, it'll be awesome, and also you get something to go in your sketchbook. It's also just fun.
I think this experience of coming to an art gallery is something that they're never going to forget. For some of them it might be their first experience, for others it might be their second or third time, but I just think that they will always remember working with a photographer. Not many people get that experience, and the fact that they've had that will hopefully be the impetus to perhaps move forward with photography and keep doing it following the end of the GCSE art course.